Kat again at Creative Crafts, and today we're going to renovate, well, not just today, the next couple of days. I'm going to renovate my entrance hall. We already had repainted it. We just need to put new door switches and plugs. The framing of it, we have to put new ones, and we have to also add some decoration. It's empty. It used to be like a little dining room because it's such a huge entrance hall. And I decided to, since it's just me, my son, and my husband, it's just us three, I decided, okay, what we're going to do now is fix it into just like a room that people can just walk through. I'm going to get a nice chair for it and put a little table and some decorations, put some nice homemade decorations on the wall. And today I'm going to make a huge, not like a canvas, a huge wall decoration out of picture frames, 12 picture frames, and they're a little bit bigger than 8x10s. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add some mirrors to it, and then some is going to have like a pattern in it. It's going to be all mix and match. So everybody, here's are the things that we need for this project. You need, I have them sticky paper, but it's actually a mirror, and it's much thicker than the normal sticky paper that you buy for the walls. It's much stronger. It's like a mirror. You need a roll of this, several pieces, 2 present gift bags, 12 20 by 30 centimeters picture frame, 2 garden fences, plastic. These ones here would look much better. If you find another style with hearts or whatever, you can use that too. It doesn't have to be this one. You need a glue gun, glue sticks, and popsicle sticks. You need to use the popsicle sticks. Once you put all the picture frames together, you need to put them in between to make it the whole thing totally nice and stable. And you need paint. I'm going to leave these white, the picture frames. I don't need to paint these. The only thing I need to do is paint these white, which I will do too. Paint all these 2 white. This project will probably take a little bit more longer, may have 2 parts because there's so much you need to do with it. Yeah, so first thing we need to do is cut any tags off, and these pieces here, just cut only these pieces. Be very careful cutting it off. First I'll cut the tag off. You can put that aside. It's not very hard to cut. It's not really hard to cut, so just try to make sure you get it even. No one's going to see this part anyway because it's going to be glued on top of the frames. And yes, we have to cut these parts off too. So this is before I paint it. You need to cut it. Like I said, it's a pretty, not very hard to cut. And this is what I want to do. I'm going to take this off and then glue these 6 pieces together. And this is going to be my top. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm hoping this is wide enough. There it is. Like I showed you before, it's very important that if you have a cloth or something like this, the glue will stick to it automatically, and you don't want that. So I suggest to use something like a glass or a hard plastic like this is. And then you just go, okay, this is how I want it, and then you glue it together. From one end to the other. If it drips onto that part, then it's fine. It should hold. So let's sit for a few. While that's cooling, we can take the plastic off the picture frame. It's glass. And this is like particle board, or maybe it's real wood, I'm not sure. It doesn't say on it. But we need to take the plastic off and take the back off from here. So people, the next step after we finish painting, we know that is just to sit and dry for a little bit. You need to open up, like I said, I didn't do all the picture frames right away. I just took whatever I needed first. And what I did is I cut up that gift bag, as you can see here, and I fitted it inside here. It fits inside here, I meant. So I had made 4 of these from those 2 bags. You need a small knife. And you need to lift these up, of course. But a little tip, these things come off easily, but don't pull it off. You don't want to break this thing. So what you're going to do is take a knife and slip it in there. Be careful you don't cut yourself. And lift up with the knife gently. And you see it comes up fine. It looks fine the way it is. So I'll put that aside. Take these up. Make sure you pull them all the way over to the sides, because if you don't, when you try to put the box, this thing back in, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get it out. So now I'm going to take this out. And what's so cool is that you can reuse this. Take this off, because I don't need it for this one. I just need a few of them. And then what you can do is, what I did with all of mine, I don't know if this one you can see it, I twisted it around so you don't see that marking anymore, because you don't need it anyway. So I'm going to do this, then this, and then what I want to do is take my glass. I don't need this one because I only need 4 of these. So then we have 4 of this one, 4 with the design, 4 of the deers, and then we have 4 of the mirror effect look. And when you have all 4 of those, I'm just going to stick this on top of there for now. It'll be easier for me to measure this fully out. And what you need is you can always go like this too, because what's so good about these I try to make it always perfect, because I don't want to have any excess hanging over to the side. So what I want to do is make sure you get it perfect all the way down, and then you can see you mark it here. You can cut it right there too. And you stay within the boundaries. Jeez, can't even speak today. And let this end curl up. Put this back. I mean, you can go a little over if you want, or a little under, but try not to go too much, because you don't want to have a gap. And so you see the lines here, you don't have to count. I cut it, let it roll up, and then follow the line where you had just cut it. So now we got this done. Now we want to put this on the glass. I mean, we can just go like this. We don't have to take the foley off. So if we ever want to reuse it, you can. It's another great tip. Just stick this here. Don't cut yourself, because these things are very sharp. And then you just take your piece, because it's the mirror, you don't want to have an indent, so you just put it on like this. And then turn it around. And you can see where you need to fix it where the glass is. And wherever it is. See? And all you need to do is just cut off the excess. So what we're going to do is just pull this over a little because I don't want to break my glass. I think it's better not using the glue. Try not to cut too much off. I probably already did. Try to keep it, like I said before, even, Steven. If it's a little over, it's okay, because you got to remember, this has to fit inside the picture frame, and the picture frame has, you know, this amount here, you see? So what you're going to do now is double check. Looks pretty good. Turn it over. And like I told you before, make sure these are way pulled over. Pull it down. Don't worry about these markings. You don't have to turn them all around. You could try it and see if it works, but I don't want to. And here, you just gonna need to clean it up. So on the deer head, since the lettering you can see so well, I'm going to put some bling on it. A string of bling on the bottom where the writing is. So what I'm going to do here is, now as you can see, measure that and see the amount I need. Probably need the whole thing here. So this comes in handy, I can tell you. And now I'm going to stick, not this whole thing, just enough to cover that area up here. So I'll probably need 5, which is correct. I need 5. I don't think I'm going to have to glue it either. Either. Take your, well, maybe it's better that I glue it not onto the glass, but onto the paper a little bit. Just stick a little bit, very little amount. You don't need much. Make sure it goes from one corner to the other. Turn it around. Make sure that you don't do what I just did. Look at it goes quick. And try to make it that you don't burn yourself like I just did. So, working with hot glue is a messy job. But make sure you have it down flat. Make sure there's no glue particles before you put it in the picture frame. Cut it, take it all off. Make sure there's none on your finger either. You don't want to have it on your finger. Especially if it doesn't want to get off your finger. And then you just take it and put it in. This time you can go like this so you don't see the background. The back of where the place was. No one's going to pick it up from the wall anyways, because you're going to connect it all together once you have all the pieces that you need inside. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. I like that. I don't know if you can see that. That looks really good. So I'm going to go like this, and on the 4 corners, I'm going to put these ones. What I wanted to do, like I said, want this one here, this one here, and then this one here. So as you can see so far what I've done here, now we're done with this. Yoo-hoo! So now the next step is we need to turn all these pictures around, and we need to do it gradually, one by one, and glue them. I don't want to move them out of place because I may end up putting them in the wrong position. So turn it around, add some glue onto the side of the frame. Grab that side that you want to put on there, and I would suggest to stand it up first and then go like this. and press firmly and make sure it's even and hold it until you know that it's a little bit, it had cooled. Make sure that it's not, glue is not sticking out too much on the side. Put this down. You glue the part that we painted last. If you want, we can now turn this one around, add some glue to it. Try not to get too much towards the front. Try to put the glue more in the back of it. And I would suggest to try to make sure it's even and put pressure for like maybe 40 seconds. So now we go to the next one, which is this one here. The middle one. We'll wash everything down later. Now this one, we need to put glue here. So you go like this, and you need to put the glue on this side and on this side. Remember, put it as close as you can towards the back, not towards the front. And pull it down, and then go like this. To tell you the truth, I don't think these frames are all the same size. Ah, yeah. So we do the next level is here. So we turn this around and put glue on this side. So we're going to finish gluing all these together, and I will show you how to put the popsicle sticks on. So now what we have to do is, after I glued all the picture frames all together, we need to make it a little bit more stable. And how you're going to make it stable is like I showed you here over this side. We need to put popsicle sticks in a lot of areas where when we try to turn the pictures around, they're not flippy flopping. Right now it's not that stable, so I want it a little bit more stable, and to do that you need to stick the glue sticks on. So first, like I said, I recommend these areas first. Like I said, go in a zigzag or a swirly, whatever. Try not to burn your fingers. Like this, and you stick your sticks on it. What you do is, I go like this to make sure it goes in between the crevices there too. Do that to all the four other corners, well, where there's a little thing here with 4 frames stuck together. Like I said, make sure you don't just lay the pop stick there. You need to put a little pressure so that it goes into the wood area crevices here, so that it really glues well. To stick the stick directly where these 4 corners are. That's the most important thing. I think instead I'm going to So as you see here, the next step is I added some hooks here in the middle between the both from the picture frames, just 2 of them. I'm sure it's going to be strong enough to hold. I'm going to put some steel wire across so it'll be even. So now, like I said before, I mean it's sticking to the picture, but it's okay. I'm sticking to the plastic because that's the glass that's sticking to it. But I have one long piece of diamond string that I just cut out, and I want to stick it from here. I think I needed to only, not 4 pieces. That's what I thought, 3. So I only need 3, so I'll have to cut this all over again. But when I'm done, I'm going to take this diamond ring, start from this end, and go all the way around the whole frame now of all the pictures, and stop on the other side to help support all the picture frames together. So let's do that. So here's the finished project. You see right there against the wall on that side. I decided not to put that fence on top. I put it next to it, and I said, I don't like the way it looks. I like the way it looks right now. I'm going to show you on from the sides of it. I put the little diamonds that you see here. And then like I said, I put all those things in the back to make it stable. It's pretty good, as you can see. And I think it looks great just the way it is. So that's all we have for today. I love it. I will take a picture of it and add it to my other video that I make with all the projects I've done so far since I started YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything you misunderstood, please write it below and let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do on the subscription button below. And on the side of it, there's a little bell. And if you want any notifications on any new videos that I make or come out, it'll let you know right away if you press that. If you don't want to know and you just want to keep stopping by, you don't need, then don't press it. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by, and I'll see you again. Bye.